the third playoff game of Wild Card Weekend is a Sunday early afternoon game between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. For the first time in 8 seasons, the Broncos make the playoffs. The Broncos do indeed take care of business by beating the shit out of the Chiefs' backups 38 to nothing. Hey, by hook or crook, they beat the Chiefs 38 to nothing. Nothing, backups or otherwise. And the Broncos weren't expected to do anything in 2024. Well, of course, unless you're a biased Broncos fan, but even if you're not a biased Broncos fan, even if you are a biased Broncos fan, you had to think early on, maybe the Broncos will struggle and not have a good season. But I keep forgetting. Though, Sean Payton wasn't in to tank seasons. It just doesn't work that way. But nonetheless, they got to 10 victories for the first time since 2015. By actually running the football, they might not have been the best at running the football statistically, but they did. But they were able to run the football, and by having a good defense. Like I said, that shit. As long as the NFL exists, that shit does not die. It's been a proven formula. They led the league in sacks with 62 sacks this year, which I believe is a franchise record for the Denver Broncos. Their passing game actually was surprising, mainly because the running game was working. Okay. Bo Nix actually developed as the season went along, and I've been very critical of Bo Nix. I'm not going to bullshit you and say that I haven't. Sometimes I will admit overly critical. He's actually been playing playing a lot. He's actually been playing really good this season, and should be should be at least in the conversation for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Here, I didn't think Bo Nix would do well at all. My fucking bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. But it is year one, and the Broncos did take advantage of an easy schedule. It is what it is, though. Though that's not Denver's fault. But let's talk about the defense here, which is led by Patrick Surtain II, Jonathan Cooper, and Nick Benito. Oh, and Zach Allen is awesome too. But they face the second-seeded Bills. Josh Allen is an MVP candidate, even though when you look at the stat line, he's got the same passing number. He's got almost identical passing numbers to Bo Nix, the rookie quarterback for the Broncos. I do believe though that Lamar Jackson will get his second MVP award. But the running game for the Buffalo Bills, preferably James Cook, led the league in touchdown runs in 2024 with 16, I believe. Not a single 1,000-yard receiver was on the Buffalo Bills team this year. I think the most yards was Shakir. I can't even pronounce his. I don't even remember his last name because I don't give a fuck. That's how bad these receivers are. But in any event, their defense doesn't have any household names either, except for Ed Oliver, clogging the middle. Although Greg Rousseau is a decent pass rusher, and they use Von Miller for limited purposes, like third downs, etc. And the last time these two teams met was on Monday Night Football in 2023, where the Broncos won with the last-second field goal, and some people are already there, and there's probably going to be some people overrating the Denver Broncos already. And you know, and you may be right. The Broncos could be a better football team than they were last year. They are. The problem is, so is Buffalo, and people forget that part too. True. I mean, yes, Buffalo lost to New England with their backups. But are we going to sit there and ignore the fact that the Broncos took advantage of a really easy schedule? I mean, their only legitimate win was against the Bucs. I mean, and I get it though, and that's not saying much, but it is what it is there. I hope that my Broncos somehow knock off the Buffalo Bills, so that the Broncos can face the Chiefs one more time at Arrowhead. But I'm going to, as a Broncos fan, I am going to enjoy the fact that the Broncos are in the postseason. Listen, it is what it is there. But I believe that the Broncos are going to be cannon fodder for the Buffalo Bills. It is what it is there. So yes, unfortunately, take the Buffalo Bills to defeat the Denver Broncos. And that's all I've got to say about that. But let's see what happens when the playoff chaos continues. Till next time, later, fuckers.